Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Dallas Jamming episode. I don't know. Would this be an episode? I think this is probably not going to be an episode. This is a very laid back, very mellow chat about all the new gear that's been announced because, you know, we can't ignore the obvious. So first and foremost, the Prophet 5. So this was like pretty, where's my face? There we go. This is pretty like unexpected. I definitely was not expecting them to release a Prophet 5. And not only that, but a Prophet 10. So like you guys know, I have the Prophet 6 and it's great. Like it sounds amazing. I used to have the OB6 and like it was also great, but I felt like the most that I enjoyed it was when I was tweaking the filter. Like yes, like opening that filter on the OB6 is like but with the Prophet 6 is like you don't really have to do that. It just sounds amazing no matter what you're doing. They're definitely two very different scents, so I was excited to see the Prophet 5. I'm wondering if they're gonna do like an OB5. Is that a thing? I mean, obviously that was never a thing. Was it a thing? I don't think so. Or an OB10? I don't know, that might be like too much polyphony. So let's see. It's like a exact recreation, I believe, and then like I believe it has like certain revs, you know, kind of like the ARP. And then they've added all 3 revs of this synth onto here. The return of a legend. Yep, Rev 1, Rev 2, and Rev 3. Vintage sound, blah, blah, blah. The whole package. But it's 5 voices, so, you know, it doesn't really make sense to get this instead of the Prophet 6. I mean, 6 voices even for me is kind of like, ugh. That 10 voice, that would be really amazing. Welcome to everyone joining in the chat. A sip of the coffee. We're doing black coffee today because we ran out of milk. But yeah, so it doesn't, I mean, I don't even know how much they're going for. It doesn't even say it right on the website. Let's see. Prophet 5 price. Yikes, $3,500. Yep, $3,499. So, oh, but it is 61 voices. I did not know. I mean, 61 keys. Wow, 61 voices now. It is 61 keys, which is better than 49. The Prophet 6 is 49. But then again, like, what are you gonna do with all those keys? You don't have any voices. So it's kind of, I don't know. I think they should have just kept that one 49 because 5 voices for 61 keys, that's going to be pretty frustrating, especially if you're a keys player. Now the Prophet 10, now that is the one that caught my attention because, you know, I feel like the Prophet 5 would be kind of a downgrade, even though some people might be like, oh, it's been, you know, it's like an exact recreation, has the revs, but no. Let's check out this Prophet 10. Yes, look at this. Oh my goodness, look at it, it's beautiful. This wood right here, like right on top where it says Prophet 10, I don't believe, nope, my Prophet 6 does not have that. So like this wood right here, you know, like where it actually says Prophet. And yeah, it's pretty similar to the Prophet 6, but it is 10 voices. Oh my goodness. So this definitely has tickled my non-existent pickle. This definitely caught my attention. I've never like owned any of the original Prophets. Let me like switch up. I got my rhythm over here playing. We're gonna talk about those new rhythms in a minute. Just playing some mellow songs for you guys in the background. But yeah, this Prophet 10, it looks amazing. It looks great. I definitely feel like the knobs are like more spaced out than on my 6. I mean, like I said, it's an exact replica of the OG 10 or 5 or whatever. But it's 10 voices, so like 61 keys definitely makes sense for this. Yeah. So this is gorgeous, and I believe this is, oh my gosh, let's find out. I believe it's $4,000. Ouch. Prophet 10, yep, $4,299. Man, that is expensive. That is so expensive. Like obviously, the only way that I could justify buying this was to sell my Prophet 6, you know, like it doesn't make sense to have both. But would it be worth it? You know, like the Prophet 6 is going for like $2,000. Would it be worth it spending another extra $2,000 besides those $2,000? Maybe. Not right now. Definitely not gonna do that right now. But It's beautiful. It's 10 voices, and my biggest like concern or like my biggest complaint with the OG Prophet 6 is that like 6 voices isn't enough for me most of the time. I was even thinking of like getting the Rev 16, just for the voices, but the Prophet 6 sounds so much better from like what I've heard. It sounds very brassy like that Rev 2. So seeing a Prophet 10 is definitely like exciting. Hello, welcome to everybody in the chat. Oh yeah, let's talk about that too. Yeah, let me know what you guys want to talk about, because like I have a list, but I know definitely it's not as big as like there's a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna write this down, some stuff in the comments, and we'll get to it when we can get to it. So yeah, the Prophet 10, beautiful 2040 filters, Rev 1 and Rev 2 also in it. Vintage sound, I believe it's exactly the same thing except with 10 voices. That's definitely worth a look at. When you're like getting to this price point, I mean, I feel like once you pass that $4,000 price point, kind of like with the Waldorf, what's that Waldorf synth that like it's not very popular but it's very expensive. You guys know what I'm talking about? That big one. No, I don't know. Here, let me try to find it. Waldorf Quantum. Yep, the Waldorf Quantum. Like once you get to like that $4,000 price range, I feel like you might as well start looking at a Moog One. But this can definitely be a competitor to the Moog One, especially because like from what I've seen and from what I've heard reviews and stuff, the Moog One is really like menu divey. I mean, like, yes, it has all these beautiful knobs, but sometimes it's really hard to get like a basic sound. And something that I really liked about the my Prophet 6 is that it just sounds gorgeous, and there's no menu, so like definitely worth a look at. Definitely worth a look at. Let's add some more sounds over here. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next beautiful thing that obviously you guys have heard me talk about, but you have not seen any of because it is not here yet, but it is on the way. No, it is on the way. I was so excited. I really didn't think Native Instruments was gonna do this, and I'm gonna tell you why after this sip. So I honestly didn't think Native would release a standalone machine, and then to my surprise, like I thought they were gonna make, if they did, I really thought they were gonna make like something, inferior to the MK3. I was so shocked when it was like exactly the same as a Maschine, because like, I love the Maschine workflow, and I've tried to like stay away from Maschine on this channel because, it's really like Dawless jamming channel, and even though you don't have to look at the screen, when using the Maschine, a lot of people still like to complain, oh, it's not Dawless. But now, you don't get nothing to say, bro. It's exactly the same, and I was so happy when I saw that because, like, I really like the workflow. I really like the duplicate function, like, to, when sampling. So seeing them transfer exactly the same hardware, the same hardware from their controller to an actual standalone device. Guys, I'm so excited about this, and I can't wait till it gets here, but it's taking a minute. This is $13.99. I know a lot of people were not happy with the price. I think it's a fair price, especially thinking how much the MPCs are going for. Let me see. Especially, so like, the MPC X is like what? $2,000? So, $13.99. If you're comparing it to the controller price, of course it's gonna sound like, a lot of money. But if you think about it, it's a computer. It would have been nice if it was battery powered, but maybe MK4. I don't think they'll make controllers anymore because it doesn't make sense. This is also a controller, so like, this can be the MK3. You can plug it up to your computer. You can use it the same way that you use the MK3, but you can also use it standalone. So I don't think that they will release any more controllers. If they do, it's gonna be in the cheaper price range, I'm assuming, I would hope. But I think they would just try to like, cancel out those two markets, like, the software market and the hardware market. So the reason that I didn't think that they would make a standalone machine, or like, you know, a DAWless machine, was because Native is really like a software company. You know, they just have that. Let's switch up this beat. Here we go, let it drop. Very low in the background, you guys relaxing. I didn't think, like, Native is a software company, right? So like they make most of their money on their software and like their sound packs or whatever it is they sell. Their what are they called? They have a specific name for them. Everybody wants to have like cool names for their packs. But yeah, so I never really thought that they would really take that step, because you know you can't load every single VST from Native into the machine. So I honestly, like, I was shocked when I heard about this. Like, I kept asking my Native friend at it. Like, I have a friend at Native, and I'm like, hey, when's that DAWless machine coming? When's that DAWless machine coming? You know, like, in hopes, like, you know, I didn't know anything about it. And he's like, sooner than you think. And then like a week after, like, it gets announced. I'm like, oh my god, I need this. And the way that I use my analog rhythm is very similar how I would want to use the machine. Like, you guys see like how melodic this beat is, and you know, this is a drum machine, and it's not easy to like get these type of sounds or like, you know, compositional phrases out of the analog rhythm, because it's not really meant for that. So being able to like have a standalone machine that, like, get it, pun intended, have a standalone machine that can like do everything, you know, drums, melodies, sampling, everything, like sequencing, like literally I can sequence. Once I get that machine, I can sequence my modular with the machine, even though it doesn't have CV. And I know like some people were complaining that it didn't have the CV, like compared to the MPC one. But if you think about it, I mean, I don't know, like if you don't really know a lot about modular and stuff, it just has like CV gate, which is just like pitch data. And like if you get like a little MIDI to CV module that's like $100, you can, you know, duplicate that functionality. So it's really not such a big deal. Drop that beat. So yeah, super exciting. The build quality definitely bigger over here on the rhythm, guys. Build quality definitely better from what I've heard. I have not had my chance to mess with it. I don't have it yet, but it's on the way. Definitely super excited about this. I have heard, you know, obviously with everything, like it's still like in its beta, it's still like crashing and stuff, hiccups and stuff, but you know, that's expected. I'm hoping, it was supposed to all like be fixed by release, so I'm hoping that, like, you know, that's fixed now. So if you have it, let us know in the comments. Hello everyone. Comments are going off a bit. Let's see what is going on. Let's see, what else can we talk about? The eventide effects. Yeah, I guess we could look at that one too. They have that new little black hole, is it? Is that what it's called? The Udo Super 6. I think I've come across it, but I don't know, maybe we'll see. Just got my machine, have to get a replacement because of the Wi-Fi connection issue. Lots of folks having this problem. Was super excited and stuck behind a standalone machine Wi-Fi issue. Oh man, that stinks. That's sad to hear. So like I said, I didn't really expect them to have everything figured out, you know, right off the bat. I don't know, like, why companies rush things out, you know, like, where you going? It's like somebody at a traffic light racing to the traffic light. Where you going, bro? Where you going? I would have rather waited, but who knows? Maybe they didn't want to be like late to the party. Somebody else is gonna announce something else, and then it's not as cool. But still, I would have rather waited and waited till it was actually like properly finished. Maybe it's just a few defective units, I'm hoping, kind of like the whole MPC thing, that there's like MPC Live, there's like 50% defective units. That's why people hate them so much. But hopefully it's an issue that can be resolved. Definitely excited about this. Definitely, yeah, it looks dope. And I love like how they, yeah, the clips. Let's talk about this, because this has been, anticipated for a while. this has been definitely something on people's minds. So I believe it's kind of like Ableton Clips View type thing. The workflow on Maschine isn't like the greatest. I know like some people really use like the actual software, you know, like on the computer and arrange it and stuff. When I used Maschine, I really just did everything on the actual machine. I didn't really use the sounds on it that much because I don't like being dependent on VSTs. Having it be standalone, it's a little different because like, okay, this is what's on this machine. It's not like I have to load something and, you know, download extra things. But I know like the actual workflow, like, you know, the arrangement view and all that stuff, like it's not as smooth as it could be, you know, like compared to like Ableton and stuff. So I'm hoping that like this clip thing, you know, is cool. I haven't tried it yet, but you know, on the MK3, I've been so busy. But I'm gonna wait till I get the Plus to like really dive into that. But it looks cool. It looks cool. And same things on the back, you know, line in, blah blah blah. The expansion, that's what they call them here, expansions. So yeah, that's how they make most of their money, I'm assuming. And then, you know, advertisement. Because you think about it, you know, it doesn't really cost them much to make like software, right? Like once it's done, it's done. You can sell as much of it as you want. It's not a tangible thing. It's like in the air. So that's why I really didn't think they would make a hardware version of the Maschine. But I wanted to point out this picture right here. I love like how they incorporated like, look, we're for every musician. You got the modular in the background, you got the vinyl sampling, you got your little sub fat or whatever this is. Oh man, I forgot what that is. That's is it that the OG sub fatty? Can't remember. But yeah, so like I like that. Someone in the comments said that they're having issues with some of the Wi-Fi. That kind of sucks, especially because like, why do you even need Wi-Fi? I'm assuming because it has to be updated somehow, right? Can you just like plug it in and update it that way? Like, or like, do you have to use the Wi-Fi? Can somebody let us know in the comments below? Okay, let's move on to the analog rhythm. Let's see, Elektron.se. Switch up our beat over here. Just something mellow for you guys in the background. The analog rhythm updates. So the analog 4 and analog rhythm OS updates. The cool thing about Elektron is that they don't forget about their old products. So like, for example, Roland, the TR8. Once the TR8S came out, bye-bye TR8, no more updates, no more anything. I even think like they stopped selling because they never gave it the 7x7 expansion. So the cool thing about Elektron is that they're still like updating, you know, like this update is for my analog keys, which is like old, you know, like 2015, I don't know, I'm making up dates now. But it's cool that like, you know, they updated the MK2 and they updated the MK1. So like, I do like that about Elektron, that they don't just, you know, we're moving on and, you know, get the new machines or you're screwed. So there were a few updates. Like when I tried the Elektron MK2 as a sequencer, the first time that I tried it not that very long ago, it was like I was very unimpressed. I couldn't really like set up, like let me show y'all. I couldn't really like set up my, you know, my tricks or my steps. The only way that I could play it was with these. And then an update that I would like to see with the analog rhythm is being able to set scales, because it's pretty like useless as a main hardware sequencer. Obviously the sequencer on Elektrons are amazing, but like trying to control other gear with it, it was kind of a pain in the butt, because like unless you have a keyboard plugged into it, you can't really get very melodic with it. Like, you know, you just have these steps and that's all you have. It would be cool to see them implement like a scale function where you know, you have your minors, your melodics, to really make it usable as a hardware sequencer. I am assuming it will be better on the analog 4 and the analog keys, because you know it is like you do have that little keyboard, so you can get a little more creative. So when I saw this, I immediately off the bat knew that it wasn't a new machine. It's just a paint job, guys. So you know, they just dropped the software update and just gave it a paint job. It looks nice, I will give it that. Let's try to see more pictures. It definitely looks nice. Am I gonna go and like sell my gray one to get this black one? Of course not. I think the old me would have been like, yeah, oh my god, I need to have this. The new me's like, I guess the gray one is now vintage, OG. But it definitely looks nice. I read somewhere that they've also like added new colors to the trigs or something. Cool. At this price, like what is this, 1600? Yikes. I know like the price on their website isn't the actual price. I believe it's, maybe I'm wrong, hold on. Analog Rhythm, black. Oh, I guess I was right. Oh, I guess they did. Dang. Okay, dang. $1,700. That is a lot of money, guys. That is a lot of money, because you can get a used Analog Rhythm. Well, I don't know now, but before COVID, you could get a used Analog Rhythm around 1,300, maybe 1,350, maybe even 12, depending how desperate the person is. But $1,700, that's a lot of money. Again, I'm not like crazy about the analog sounds on the Analog Rhythm. I use it like a glorified octatrack. So for me, that's definitely not worth it. I would put that money towards the Maschine. Although I know that not everybody is fans of, you know, native instruments. So like if that's, you know, that's what you're going for and you want to try it out, why not? It looks pretty cool. Another cool thing that I just came across, but yeah, no, anyways, it's exactly the same thing with the Analog 4. I'm assuming that they just had a bunch of, you know, unbuilt Analog Rhythms, and then they're like, oh, we gotta do something with this. It's not selling. Let's paint it and, you know, sell some more. It is a great machine. It's playing right now for those of you that are coming in. I do love my Analog Rhythm, but again, I use it like unconventionally. Like the way that I use it, it's kind of a pain in the butt, like to do everything that I want to do. And the way that I use it, I'm better off like using the machine, you know, but it's not here yet, so. All right, another cool little gadget. A lot of people have asked me to check this out. So I'm assuming that the toolbox is the Eurorack version of the blue box, because, you know, it's on the same page, I'm assuming. I have a lot of people that are always asking like, Jade, what do you think about the 1020 Music Blackbox? I have a friend that has it. He says that he really likes it, but that it started like crashing like suddenly, like during his show, and I'm like, no. But this looks interesting. Compact digital mixer recorder. So Blue Box is a portable digital audio mixer that integrates your electronic music gear. Connect your rack, sampler, drum machines, and synthesizer. Output to 6 stereo 3.5. Okay, so it has stereo. Ooh, oh wow, that's kind of cool actually. Okay, so it's like a tiny little mixer, but you are gonna have to like buy extra cables, you know, unless you're not gonna use it with your rack. But that's cool. Like I've always wanted to try it. The opportunity hasn't came around for me to try it. I haven't really like had a need for it, but I think this is cool, especially for the size. Like it's a tiny little mixer. Like what else does it do? It's that keyboard mixer with live performance features that you always hoped someone would make. Available December 2020th. I know like Loop Pop, of course Loop Pop, already made a video on it. I haven't seen it, but it looks cool. What do you guys think? I know a lot of people compare this, like, not compare, but a lot of people are like, Jade, is, you know, should I get that or should I get the SP404? You know, not this, the Blackbox or the SP404. Switch up our sound. But yeah, looks interesting. What do you guys think? Those that have it. So, it is, how much is it? $4.99. It's Somebody saying Blackbox is the best tiny device I have. They updated the Blackbox to auto sample multi-sample. Been auto sampling all of my Pigment. Ooh, I love Pigment. Somebody said that they've been auto sampling all of their Pigments presets. Pigments is like my favorite VST by Arturia. I love it. It's so glorious. I'm gonna have to look into this, but honestly guys, I'm kind of like at the point where it's like I've been like checking out so much new gear that I haven't really been making music, and like that makes me a little depressed. So like stuff has to go. Stuff has to go. And you know, with things like this, like buying a synth, you know, it's a keyboard. There's, you know, it's black and white keys. Buying like an actual device that requires you to invest and like, you know, learn a whole new workflow, that's something else. But yeah, looks cool, looks cool. Another thing that somebody mentioned, let me know in the comments what you guys want to look at, like synth wise, because you know, I'm sure I forgot a bunch of stuff. There's been a lot of stuff that's been getting released. Arturia, let's talk about the PolyBrute. Come on, there it is. Why is it backwards? Cool. A new, oh yeah, and the KeyStep 37. That looks cool. As you know, as a cute little, and then software. As a cute little, the KeyStep 37 is, I guess they just added an extra octave to the KeyStep and then some extra things. And then the PolyBrute, how do we, let's see, products. I use the audio fuse for those of you wondering, but when you're streaming, it's not the audio fuse. Like this happens with my mixers too. When I'm streaming, it only takes the first two channels. So like in order for me to stream a lot of instruments, I have to run my mixer through my interface. Just, you know, out of the way since we have it. The microfiche vocoder, I have this right now. I just haven't been able to dig into it. You guys know that I've made some patches for the original microfiche. The vocoder edition is the exact same thing. It just comes with a vocoder and it comes in white. Ah, here it is, the PolyBrute. So like compared to the Matrix, I was like MaxiBrute. Compared to the Matrix Brute, I don't believe like it tilts. So like, where's my hand? I don't believe it tilts like the PolyBrute. I mean like the Matrix Brute. This synth, I heard somebody, not this one, I heard somebody compared the Matrix Brute to like a middle-age crisis synth. Because there's just so much going on. This one looks a little better organized than the, here, let's go back to the, like, look at this. Like, that is intense, you know, like the OG Matrix Brute. Like, that's just intimidating. Look at all this. What do you do with all that? Okay, so this one definitely looks sexy. Ooh, and like, what is this? Look at that. It's kind of like that Expressive E touch thing, you know, that like you press. So that's cool. That's different. Never seen that on a synth before. Ooh, which reminds me, let me write this one down because I have another synth that we can look at that hasn't been released yet. Okay, so the PolyBrute, $2,899, $3 grand with tax. 6 voices, that makes me sad. Like, come on guys, $3 grand for 6 voices. 8 would have been, you know, a little more acceptable. But the MicroBrute, you know, obviously comparing a $200 synth to a $3,000 synth is a little out there, but the MicroBrute sounds really good. Like, I had the original MicroBrute or Mini Brute. I think I have which one's I think the smaller one is the MicroBrute. And it sounds great. It sounds really good. Being able to have that in polyphonic, like in a polyphonic synth, that's really cool. That's really cool. I have not had experience with the big keys on an Arturia keyboard. Like, you know, I have no comment on those. I'm assuming they're gonna be the same keys that were on that MIDI controller, the big one, the key, what's it called? Keylab, the Keylab something. I'm assuming it's those same keys. They were decent. I could be wrong. It could be different keys. I'm like such a key snob. I love like good keys. If a keyboard doesn't have good keys, garbage. It's garbage. Let me see. Oh, I just realized I had 2 songs playing this whole time. I'm sorry, guys. One was very low. I hope it didn't make much of a difference. This. Okay, so I'm glad that they like slimmed this down. I'm really glad that they like, you know, cut like half of it. Because it was like 4 of these before. And it looked pretty intense. Like, it was cool for like drawing stuff. Like, I see people like draw hearts on it and stuff. But like, I don't know like how useful it was. I think like, you know, 2 rows is a little more professional looking and like less like, what is this? I like that they have sliders. I like sliders for like my envelopes. And then sliders and knobs is a great combination. You know, the Prophets only have the knobs. So this looks cool. And it also has a sequencer. Okay, alright. I mean, if the opportunity comes, I'll try it out, but it's not something I'm gonna run out and buy. Just cause like I don't really have need for it. But this looks cool. This looks pretty cool. Switch it up here. Okay, and then another keyboard. This has actually been announced for a while. I believe it's called Osmose. Let me touch. Osmose. Here it is. So this was announced, I believe, last year now. I could be wrong, but it's not out yet. I don't think so. I know like a few influencers, not me, got their hands on it. Why is my internet so slow? Wow, look at it. That thing just looks dope. It looks awesome. And like the sounds that available in winter. So it's winter now. Where you at? But the sounds that I heard come out of this thing, decent. But I'm also like obsessed with like you know, like Asian plucky sounds. And this is kind of like what you get out of this. They have like videos of famous people playing it. But there's never been an instrument quite like the Osmose. I'm assuming it's Osmose or Osmose. A keyboard you already know how to play, but with new expression hidden in every single key. So like, we were looking at the PolyBrute, that little thingy on the left that was like wood. These are the people that I was telling you that make like an actual physical hardware piece of that like you can plug into something else. So I'm assuming that you get like that same type of technology with this keyboard. It looks great. It looks great. I hope that we can get it on the channel. Look at the keys. Look how different they are. Like they're black at the bottom. I don't know. From like if you zoom in, it looks kind of like homemade. Like, you know, I don't know, but it looks cool. It looks cool. With 3D controls in every key, so like you're supposed to play the key and like it can like, you know, move your finger all types of ways and does different stuff. Cuckoo, of course, got to play it. And then Junkie XL, a few other people got to play it. Hey Travarsi, what's up, homegirl? Okay. Somebody said, let's see. Your existing synths just got better. Oh, so I'm assuming you can, well, I guess, yes, you can use it as a controller and like get extra type of like controls, you know, like that 3D type thing when using it as a controller. But when are we gonna see this? It says available in winter and it's still not out there. It looks cool. Definitely looks different. Touch E. Yeah, this is what I was talking to you guys about. That it's like the thing that I was telling you, that wood thing that you like plug up to stuff. Yeah. Let's see what else, guys. There's been so much new gear. Let's talk about these new Roland boxes that just came out. What was it? The TR06 Dramatics. So cheesy. Cute. How much do they want for this thing? TR06 price. Let's see. 400 bucks. I don't know. Here, let's close this out. Yeah, cool. I mean, if you're like looking for that sound, if you want like a recreation, it's not even analog, you know, like they don't make analog. I wonder why. Like, why doesn't Roland step into analog? People have been asking Roland for analog gear since the TR8, and they continue to curse us with this ABC, CBA technology, whatever. It's okay, it sounds great, I'm not gonna lie. But I know a lot of people would have been more hyped if it was like actual analog, you know, because you're giving me a recreation of a VST inside of a hardware piece. So yeah, I think it's cute. I'm assuming we're gonna see the 707 and the 727, and they're gonna milk it as much as possible. The little boutique line. I have the, let me show y'all, let me move some stuff. I have the DO5, which was like a super impulse buy. I had it before, and you know, I saw that like the price was going up on him, so I snatched one. It's great. I used it a lot on my first album, Aphids. It has like really cool, like plucky, not even plucky, like rainy, grainy type sounds, but it's also like, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, it's one of the best boutiques because it has like more than 4-note polyphony, which is another like ridiculous thing. Like, how are you gonna give us something digital and then restrict the polyphony to 4? Like, pff, that just makes me mad. But yeah, they did release something else, right? They have this. I mean, it's cute. I would have paid 200 bucks for it, but I don't even need it. So, but 400, that's a little pricey. I mean, if you're gonna do a set with like just these two, you know, that would be a cute little half an hour set that you could squeeze out of there. It's cute. They're really, I feel like the whole world is just milking us for our nostalgia. I feel like that's where we're at in the universe right now. Like, oh, nostalgia. Yes, it sells. All right, let's see. And then they also released, why is their website so confusing? No, I'm not trying to look at percussion. What was the TR? Well, TR what? What was it, guys? How do I even see? Like, why is their website so weird? Let's see. Era. Yeah, there we go. Okay, the TR6S. So like, I don't understand why they did this. I don't understand. Like, why would they release 2 TR606s? I'm assuming it's a 606. Switch it up for you guys. Yeah, so here it is. Compact drum machine with 6 tracks of authentic TR sounds, samples, FM tones, and effects. So I'm assuming it is a tinier TR8. Like, what is this? Let's see. I haven't even looked at this. That's so tiny. It's cute. I feel like they're really milking like beginner, you know, like beginner beat makers that they're like, let's start them off with this cheaper thing, less capable thing. Let's give them a little taste, and then we'll snag them and sell them all the expensive things. Small size, big beats. TR drum machines have impacted music for over 40 years. They are as influential now as ever. Based on the much-loved TR-8S, which I am not a fan of, by the way, the compact and affordable TR-6S has the same speaker pummeling, window rattling, body-moving sound of its bigger siblings. But it doesn't say like how it's different right there, of course not. I'm assuming it's just, yeah, it's just like a dumbed-down TR-8S. It looks cute, it's tiny, you know, and honestly, when I use like basic, you know, 808, 909 type sounds, I do like, you know, kick, snare, and like hats, and that's it. Like, I'm not crazy about the toms. So I do, you know, I think it's cool that like they didn't add a bunch of other sounds to it. Like, it just has your kick, your snare, you got one tom, you got your clap, and then your 2 hats. So I think that's cute. I think it's cute. But how much do they want for this thing? That is the question. And then of course you can multi-track. That's the new thing now, right? Everybody wants to live that hybrid life. TR6S price. Yikes, 400 bucks, guys. So how much is the TR8S? Let's see. Hell no. Nah, this can't be right. $1,100? No, wait. Why does it say that? That can't be right. No, here's the rate. I was like, hell no. TR8S? Hell no. They're tripping. What is that? Yeah, somebody's tripping in Australia. Oh, it's in Australian money, my bad. Okay, it's $699, which is, 700 bucks. Not bad if that's what you're, I don't want to like talk too much crap about the TR8S. I just love the OG TR8 a lot more than the S, because like the S just added like way too much, like way too many things, like I just want a simple beat and keep going. With the S, it's like you have all these kits, now you have like 6 different patterns, and even on the original TR8 I never really like expanded on, I never even filled up like my whole 16 patterns. Like the TR8 is very like hands-on, you're doing it as you're doing it, and then you switch it up. You don't really save a lot of stuff. So like if you're gonna go the route of like, TR whatever 6, 8, whatever, definitely look at the Digitact, because I feel like if you're gonna go that route where you're gonna be loading samples, you might as well get something that you can actually sample into it. Yeah. All right, now what everybody loves to hate. I can't even spell it. Behringer. So many things that Behringer has announced. Behringer's website is another website. It's like, what? Who is in charge of this? I guess musician. I guess they try to organize. There we go. Last time I came on here, it was like, what is this? What am I looking at? Where's the sense? I know this has been out for a while. I've seen a lot of used RD8s for sale, so I don't know. That should tell you something. That's like how you know like if something's good or not. If like you see a lot of them for sale all of a sudden, like right after release, be wary. The Crave, that's old. I never really looked into that. The Odyssey, I had the Korg Odyssey, the white one. It was so cute. It was so cute. I'm not a fan of, and this is the news, I'm not a fan of Behringer keys. Hopefully they make better keys. I'm not a fan of like their actual keys, and you guys know I'm a key snob. The TD3SR, why would they name it that? 3D TSR. Yeah, we got that. That's cool. The Model D, I had that for a minute. I recently got rid of it because it was like taking up too much space in my case, and the tuning wasn't that great. Where's the new stuff? Okay. I guess it's not even on here yet. They have so much stuff. I feel like Behringer is one of those companies that like floods the market. So they were talking about, I don't know like how real this is. It was on askaudio.com. I saw it. Let's see, where is it? I love Ask Audio, but God, they do talk about so much software. Like, why? I'm not trying to look at all that software. Oh, I guess Teenage Engineering released something. Portable, interactive, looping, remixable radio. Oh, I guess we could look at that. Where is it? What was I even looking at? I already forgot. Oh, this thing. Here it is. So Behringer said that this looks interesting. It's a concept, so like this isn't real yet. I think it's cool. I think there's a market for it. Eurorack effects. But again, like that's a flood. Like, like it was cool if you would have showed me like 4 little modules, like delay, reverb. I'd been like, ooh, cool, yeah, do it. But now you're showing me like a whole case of effects. Like, now I'm overwhelmed. Now I don't want it. Yeah, so I think that's cool. I think that would be a cool concept, but I don't know, I would rather see like a bigger, maybe like a 40 HP multi-effects type thing, because if you're gonna do just, simple reverb and a simple this and a simple that, Doesn't make sense. Yeah, look at it. I mean, it looks cool. So we have the bass limiter enhancer. I guess they already thought out what they were going to do. Bass synthesizer. It looks cool. It looks cool. All right. So yeah, so this isn't a thing. This is like a concept. It looks cool. It looks cool. But yeah, like I said, like they have too many things, you know, and they're like flooding us with all this. What I was looking for was I wish they were like, where's the sense? Where's the sense? They don't even like, companies really need to work. Like, I think it's so important for companies to work on their organization of their website. Behringer 600, what was it? Oh God, what was the synth called, guys? That it was like a remake something 600. Behringer Sequential Circuits. Sequential 800, that's what it was. It was the Pro 800. Sip of the coffee. Welcome to everyone joining us. Somebody's talking about the RD9. I haven't even seen that one. Let's see. Let's write some more stuff down over here. Let me know what you guys want to talk about, like gear-wise. Somebody said something about the Judo something. Judo 6, was it? I just want to make sure I get it right. Let's see. Judo 6? Is that what it was? No, not Juno 6. I don't know. Let me know again in the comments because I forgot. But anyways, okay. So we got this Pro Behringer. And it's so beautiful, like, after, you know, seeing so many expensive things, like, $348 for the Pro 1. But, not Music Radar, where's their website? See, like, their website is so bad that they don't even, it's not even, like, the first thing to pop up. That's when you know that, like, you know, your website needs work. We'll do Ask Audio because I wrote for them for a while and I like them. Okay. The Pro 800, so like when I saw this, cool. I thought it was cool. I believe it's the first polyphonic Eurorack synth that they're making. So that's cool. It has presets. Right off the bat, you can tell like the material is like, you know, that material that's like soft and clicky, like squishy. The buttons and the presets and stuff. You can have presets on it, which is cool. I'm curious though about the tuning, like how stable is this thing? Because the Boke, the Behringer Model D, it was cool, it was dope, but the tuning, you know, like I did a live stream on it a couple months ago, and the whole time I'm like trying to adjust the tuning. So like I'm wondering how the tuning is gonna be on this thing, you know. Yeah, and also the price. So like we were all happy when Behringer was giving us like $200 cents, $300 cents, like, hey, go Behringer, go, keep going. But I think they want like $600 for this, which is still like, you know, not $4,000 per Prophet 10. But I think, you know, now people are gonna be like, huh, $600 for a Behringer made in China. Everything is made in China. You know, is it worth it? Is it gonna stay in tune? I don't know. Looks cool. I don't even know. They haven't said when the release date is. It's 8 voices. So I mean, if you're thinking like a Prophet 5 that just came out, like the remake of the Prophet 5, they wanted, how much was it? $3,500. $3,500 for 5 voices. Here you're paying $600 for 8 voices. And they didn't add a keyboard, which, you know, happy for me, because like I said, I'm not crazy about the Behringer keys. But cool. Cool stuff, cool stuff. All right. The other thing that somebody was saying, I wonder where it comes when it comes out. They never say that. Okay. The Udo, that's what somebody said. The Udo 6. Yes, thank you. Udo 6. Okay. Oh, and the Hydra synth, that's been out for a while actually, the Hydra. But here it is. Udo. Ooh, Udo. $2,800. Let me find a real website. Here we go. Yikes, guys. I hate looking at expensive things because I don't want them. I don't want to spend money. This looks cute. It looks different. It looks plasticky. I'm hoping it's not for that price. It looks definitely different. Why is this website only moving sideways? What is this? Guess that's it. Oh, it's so cute. I love like no, I love and hate unfinished websites. It does. This website is literally this. Like it won't even go up. So I guess we're moving sideways. Oh, where did it go? Okay. Here it is. Yeah, that's weird. Can I even click on stuff? I can't even click on anything. Can I get like a top shot? How can I get a full picture? That's strange. Okay, let's see. Information. 12 voices. Okay, so that's definitely, you know, intriguing. Definitely has my attention. Binaural analog hybrid synthesizer. A harmonious marriage of state-of-the-art FPGA digital hardware oscillators and a voltage-controlled analog technology. It is flexible, immediate, powerful, and refined with a gorgeous analog tone. Okay, so it's analog with digital oscillators. Super wavetable coring can be shaped. I'm not crazy about wavetable. If it's done right, it can be juicy. Robust, compact. Okay, so robust. I guess that means it's not plastic, hopefully. Compact and inviting to pick up and play with a smooth, solid, and responsive controls throughout. I wish they had an actual picture of this thing on their website, but they don't. I guess we're gonna have to go back to Perfect Circuit, which was the first one that popped up. Here we go. Okay, let's see what's going on here. It looks like a very old Juno, like the actual, like, you know, stuff on it. Let's switch up our beat over here. Very similar beats, just like background music. Okay, oscillators. It looks cool. It's got an arpeggiator. Okay, well, I can't zoom anymore, but I don't know what that thing is. Maybe it's like an AB. The mixer section over here to the left looks pretty cool. I like the these type of buttons. They remind me of the engine. Do you guys remember that sequencer? God, I don't know why that sequencer is not more popular. I never owned it. When I first got into hardware, it was one of the things that I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. And then I moved on to other things. But the engine also has these type of buttons, which is cool. We're gonna have to, yeah, I guess I'll have to look at it. Honestly, this is my first time looking at this synth. Yeah, it's my first time looking at this synth. What do you guys think? $2,800. I mean, like I said, it's not right at 4K like the Prophet 10, but once you start getting up there, it's like, should I just save a little more and get something else? But it looks cool. With 12 voices, I would have definitely liked to see 61 keys. 49 keys is like the, you know, the bare minimum for 6 voices in my opinion. Like if you're gonna add 12 voices, I'm gonna need another octave. But it looks cool. Summer 2020, super expected ship date is summer 2020. So it already came out, I'm assuming, at the cart. Yep, it's in stock. Oh, I guess no, it's not in stock yet. Notify me when in stock. So I'm assuming because of all the COVID stuff, a lot of stuff keeps getting pushed back. All right, somebody said something about Teenage Engineering. Let's see. I know Teenage Engineering releases a lot of like, you guys know like they have like some type of company or like some type of agreement with IKEA. Like, isn't that weird? They make like speakers and like other things with IKEA. So like, I'm sure that this is something to do with that. This isn't like a synth thing. So what is this? Introducing OB4, the incredible sounding magic radio. $1,000. Let's see. It just looks like it's very dark, the picture. I wish they would have gave us a white background. Okay, comes in 2 colors, $5.99. Introducing OB4, the portable high fidelity sounds with 2 blah 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 drivers. Okay, so it's just like a really nice speaker or a really nice radio with line input, so it's speaker. And disc. What does that mean? Oh, here it is. Okay, okay. Ooh, that's cute. That's cute. I wonder like how good it sounds. Knowing that like the tiny little speaker on the OP1 is like, eh. But it looks cool. It looks cool. Guys, let me know before I head out any other stuff that you guys want to talk about. This is it. You guys know I don't make these type of videos that much. Turn your mind on with disc mode. If you skip the traditional inputs like the line-in, Bluetooth, and FM radio, you end up in disc mode. This is where we will continuously develop new experimental features for the OB4. It's our public research space, where we allow ourselves to explore and prototype everything that is media, that this media instrument, as well as we like to call it, can become. For now, there are 3 functions, blah blah blah. Karma, 30-in-1 musical mantra box. What is that? Like, what am I buying? What are you selling me? Okay, so it's got a metronome. I'm assuming like it's got like, you guys know like when you go to get a massage, they have these little boxes that play music. I forget what they're called. I have a friend that like collects them. I'm assuming that's what that is. So like they have a mode where it's like ambient type rainy sounds, and then they have a Karma, which is 30-in-1 musical mantra box, your own spiritual companion. Oh my goodness. Okay, the handle stand. I mean, it's a niche, like with everything teenage engineering. Very niche. Like, do you need a $500 radio? Probably not. Will it look cool next to my purple couch? Probably. Gloss red edition. Dang, they want $150 more. No wait, no, $50 more for the red one. So yeah. Oh, okay, hold up. Let me write some stuff down before. Okay, somebody, is this okay? And then okay, let's look at I forgot. Let's look at this thing that I actually wanted to look at. That new pedal by Strymon. That looked dope. Hold up, guys. Okay, the new pedal by Strymon. The what's it called? The Black Sky? Night Sky. The Night Sky. Okay. Okay, this looks like a lot. Like visually this looks like a lot. Kind of like the Echo right here. The Volante I meant. I prefer my pedals to be like knobby, you know, like not very full of buttons and menus and presets, and like I don't really like that. I have not heard what this sounds like. I'm sure it sounds glorious, like with everything Strymon. I didn't get the chance to try this out, sadly, but it looks cool. My friend Noor definitely made a cool video on this. I think. Is it out yet? It looks really cool. It looks, where is it? Here it is. So it's a reverb and a delay together. So, you know, you're saving some money by not having to buy both. The Night Sky. Yeah, Noor. Hey, Noor. What's up, man? Yeah, you know, I hate this thing, man. I don't want it. It's trash. I'm just mad I didn't get one. But it looks cool. It looks cool. Time warped reverberator. Okay, so it's a reverb synthesis machine. I am a hater. I am straight up hating on this thing because I didn't get it. I think it's dope, but again, the presets remind me of the Volante, and I wasn't like too crazy about the Volante, just for that reason alone. Like, too many, like, you know, too many things. Yeah, too many like buttons and stuff. I'm sure it sounds great. We'll let Noor take a, you know, guide us through that. Make it sound good. Run it through the Tempest or something. Alright. Somebody said, let's see. Oh, what about this thing? Queen of Pentacles, was it? Queen of Pentacles Eurorack. So like, this looks cool. This, where's their website? Guys, I hate not like having their actual website. Endorphins. Here it is. Where's their website? Why don't they have a website? Endorphins, Eurorack. Here we go. The Queen of Pentacles that a few other people got and not me. I'm so mad. Queen of Pentacles is a drum module. So I've been like wanting. Who even is that woman? Is that some modular woman I've never heard of? I hope she did a good job. Okay, this looks dope. This looks dope, especially because like I have the Mito, which I've been like, should I keep it? Should I sell it? It's so much fun. The Mito is such a cool, fun sequencer, but it's cool like to use with drums, and I don't really have any drum modules. Like I have Plonk, but I use my Plonk. Like, thank you, Nor. I use Plonk for like melodic stuff. So like this looks cool, and I like I would compare this to like the one that ALM made, the Squid, you know, in the sense that it's like an all-in-one like drum machine, you know, drum, like it's a whole drum machine. Like you got your bass drum, your snare drum, clap, S1, I'm assuming it's hats. Yep, hats open and closed, and then a cymbal and a ride. Yeah, so that's cool. From the sound demos that I've heard, it's okay. I really wish that like there was a drum machine that was just like wow, you know, like or a drum module that was just like wow, this drum module is as good as my drum machine. But I have not encountered anything like that. The Akemi's, is it Akemi? No, the ALM Squid, it was cool. Like the concept of it is cool, but it wasn't there yet. Like it was very slow loading the presets. It wasn't there yet. And then you also didn't get you know, knob per function. Like you didn't have decay control over the hats and stuff like that. I know that like Endorphins has another drum module. What's it called? Let's see. The Black Noir. Oh. The Black Noir. Okay. Pun intended. The Black Noir. Here it is. This one also looks cool. I'm wondering like how different this one is to the other one. Yeah. Like what's the difference in it? Is one of them analog? Hybrid sound generation. Band limited digital noise with spectrum animation. Full discrete analog generation part. What I didn't like about this one, and I'm assuming it's the same with the other one, but maybe not because it has more knobs, was that I believe like the hats shared like the decay or something, and I really like having separate decays for my for my hats. So this one looks like a lot more knobby, which is nice. I'm gonna see if I can try this out because it would definitely be nice. Yeah, it would definitely be nice to see something like this. And then somebody in the comments said this. Let's type this in. Let's see what this is. Maybe it's nothing. What is this? What are you trying to sell us here? Grenier R9. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Come on, guys. Do a little better. Come on, give me something else. Something else to trash. I don't even know what this is. Grenier user manual. Grandel Granadier. What is this? Synthesizer demonstration. Is it a synth? 489. But what is it? Is it a synth? I don't know what this is. Yeah. I think that's it, guys. I think that's all the synth news. Unless I missed something. Oh, the subharmonicon. Let's see. We're back on Osc Audio. Software. God, why? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about all this damn software. Okay. Let's see. Oh, they did a new update. Okay, so like you guys know, that's actually right here. The CP88. I love it. But somebody did bring to my attention that the subsection sucks, which is true. The subsection, there's nothing there, there's nothing good. It's terrible. But the piano section and the electric piano section is pretty nice. They just did an update where you can like bring the volume in of like something that's going into the USB. So like if you have your iPad or something, you can have that USB audio go into the synth, and then you can control it with like a pedal, like turn it on and off. I would have loved to see that with like the audio in, because like in my head when I first heard about the update, I'm like, oh cool, I can like get my SP, have it playing like a drum loop, and you know, turn the volume all the way down and then bring it up and play keys. But no, it's only on the audio USB. What is this thing? I've seen this. What is this, guys? Implexus combines West and East Coast synthesis in one hardware desktop synth. Hardware synthesizer has a unique analog path. There's so many. It's $1,200 or more. £12.99, so that's definitely more. Oh, I guess it's like some fundraiser thing. Looks cool, but that's a lot of money. Okay, software. Oh, this is, guys, I'm really wondering, like, when are we gonna go like completely Bluetooth? You know, Bluetooth audio. Like, are we gonna be alive for that? I feel like everything's moving so slow. There's cables everywhere, man. Like, I feel like we should be at the point where it's like, we should be like, you know, Bluetooth audio, Bluetooth MIDI. Everything should be Bluetooth now. But it's not. It's not. But I guess Roland is doing something about it. Roland introduces WM1 and WM1D, low latency wireless MIDI for music makers. Here I am complaining and not reading what's right in front of me. I wonder how low latency something like this would be though. I don't even know. Like, how much do they want for this? Let's see. Like, how does this even work? It still like baffles me. You're gonna need like some type of USB, so it's not really like hardware-ish friendly, I guess. Yeah, but yeah. Launchpad Pro, that's cool. The Launchpad Pro, I had it for like a month. I actually bought it with my own monies, and it pissed me off like right off the bat because like the shift button is all the way at the bottom. So like you can't use it one-handed. Like if you want to do like shift and command, like all the commands are right on top. So like the place of the shift button kind of like ruined the whole vibe for me, like the whole workflow vibe for me. The black boxes, there they are. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. Okay, here's some stuff. Okay, thank you Ask Audio for some hardware news. The Moog Matriarch and Grandmother. Isn't it funny how like all these companies are like, you know what, our stuff ain't selling that much, let's just paint it. Let's just paint it and sell it again because people are just buying them used for very low. So yeah. I think these definitely look dope. I like colorful things, so I would still try to pick up you know, the colorful grandma. But I don't want to get a grandma because Nor has one, and then, you know, he has a Prophet 6, then I'm gonna have a grandma, and then it's like I have all the synths he has, and it's like I'm copying him, you know. So the Matriarch looks dope. The Matriarch always like intrigued me, but you guys know like 4 voices just makes me want to cry. And then it's also really not even like a polyphonic synth, it's kind of like paraphonic, so like you don't even get like those 4 voices fully, you know. Depends like what you're doing, how like the parameters are set. I think it's cool. If the opportunity came, I would definitely try to get it, but I don't know, I haven't heard like people be like, oh my god, the synth is amazing. Definitely looks cool though. And in black, I think a lot more people would rather have that the black one, you know, boring people. Yeah, so that's cool. I think that's cute. Software. Let's see, software, Eurorack. Oh, people are like, is there gonna be a push 3? Is that a thing? No, there's no such thing as a push 3. What are you talking about? At least not yet. And I'm assuming that why would they do standalone? I don't think they're gonna ride the bandwagon with everybody else. Like, you know, they'll let Maschine do that, but I could be wrong. Maybe they'll make a Ableton in a that would be cool. But like, imagine the power that they would need, you know, like that's a computer in a box. So yeah. But yeah, software, apps. Oh, these people are making a new book. I like their books. They're nice. They're educational. The Eventide Black Hole. I want to try that. It looks cute. I like small pedals. My big sky kind of takes over my little thing. It's a little too much. RD9, nobody cares. The Key Step 37. I might get that. I never really used the sequencer on the OG Key Step, but I think it's like such a convenient keyboard, you know, MIDI controller for the size, and then it also has CV, so that's cool. Software. Let's see, Buchla. When are they gonna make that Behringer Buchla? That's what I'm waiting for. The Udo, okay, all right. I guess people were talking about the Udo. Just, I'm not really like looking at new synths right now because I told you guys, software. So much software. Like, why? Nothing exciting. Software. What is this thing? Herman Save joins Behringer Wave. Oh, the Volca, that new Volca thing. Yeah. I never had the Volca sample. I like Volcas, especially like, I mean, I don't have any Volcas now, but you know, when I first got into it, I thought they were really cute. They were really cool. You know, they sync together. Yeah. Software. I guess Behringer is giving a free synthesizer. I guess we missed out on that. That was a while ago. I think that's it, guys. Everything is very old here now. I hate it when like they show cool things like this. It's like, whoa, what is that? And it's like, no, it's just some VST with like really cool drawings. The ASM, is that what it's called? Yep, ASM's Hydra Synth. This looks cool. This is 2020. Switch up the sound for you guys. ASM, let's see. Digital is the new analog. Oh, that's cute. So like you can play with the little pads. Like, I hate this is it. This is the whole website. Just kidding. Okay. Keyboard. I think it's cute. I like the size of it. I've heard some of the sounds. I feel like it overlaps with a few other things that I have. But PolyTouch keypad allows not only the standard velocity and aftertouch found on other keyboards, but supports fully polyphonic aftertouch. Interesting. Tone generator capability is the heart of any synthesizer. Mutators, mixers and filters. Cute little animations for the website. I'm always like, is it a good synth or is it a good marketing, right? I feel like, man, not even just synths, like everything, like all these Apple products, like, bruh, they spend way more time, way more money on that marketing than they did on that device. I know for a fact. They put so much time into marketing and so much money that's like, what am I really buying? Okay. The Hydra synth, that looks pretty cool. Then they have the desktop version. Desktop synths are great because, like, you know, they take a lot less space. But then I also feel like, at least this one, okay, so I also with desktop synths is like you need to have it plugged into something or you can't play it, right? This one, it looked like that guy was playing it like with his little fingers on here on these little things. So that looked cool with his fingers right there. He was playing the little buttons. Not that the man had little fingers. But yeah, it looks cool. Does anybody have this? What do you guys think? Yeah, like it has pads. So like that's cool compared this one to like a regular desktop synthesizer, because like this you can actually play it even with the pads, which isn't much, but still, it's still something, right? Let that beat come in. Okay. yeah, so that's cool. That's cool. Gonna try that. I'll see if I can try that out someday. The opportunity has not arose. Oh, MIDI looper. Somebody told me about this thing. You know what, guys? I'm chilling right now. It looks like everybody else is chilling too. So let's just look at some stuff, y'all. Bastel MIDI looper. Like Bastel MIDI looper. I've heard about this, which is like a MIDI sequencer, but in a looping style. It's only 300 bucks, which is always nice to have something cheap and affordable. 3 independent voices, each has MIDI channel assigned. Okay, wait, so is it a synth or like, why does it say voices? In addition, it features basic processing of the recorded information, transposition. Okay, so it says it has 3 voices, but it says that they control 3 different pieces of gear. Each voice can be individually recorded, muted, overdubbed, or cleared. So I'm assuming that by voices, they mean channels. Like, you know, MIDI channel 1, MIDI channel 2. I want to like see a, okay, there we go. Okay, so here's the three channels, A, B, and C. I think stuff like this is cute. The question is like, how functional is it in like a bigger setup? Because it is just 3 voices. So, you know, I guess if you have a drum machine and 3 synths and this, you know, that could be something. That could be a neat little thing right there. Oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Hydraulic bat, the Polyend tracker. So of course all the cool YouTubers got this. Of course I didn't. The Polyend tracker looks cool, but again, like I said, I try to stay away from like devices that require like a whole new workflow, you know. And this is something that requires a whole new workflow. Like this is the thing that like people don't really like think about when they're buying like stuff like this. Like this is a whole new instrument. Like this is gonna take time for you to master, years probably, for you to like fully master like any other instrument. So like buying, like for example, the Maschine. I've convinced myself that when the Maschine Plus gets here, that's gonna be like my main hub. I'm gonna do everything on that. I'm gonna learn it, and you know, 5 years from now, I'm gonna be so good at it. You know what I'm saying? So like, when you're buying stuff that requires such a like an investment of time, think about it. Because if you buy this and you play with it, and you know, you play with it for a month or so, and you get tired of it, it's gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't invest the time into something like this, you're not gonna enjoy it and you're gonna sell it. So, you know, if you want something like this to be the main piece of your setup, commit. Commit. This is a commitment. It looks interesting. It looks interesting. I don't really like things with screens. The exception being, where's my face? The exception being that Maschine, because you don't really need the screen to like do things. Like everything is very not for function or like memory, you know, like everything depends on like how you memorize it. So yeah, this is cool, but no, not for me. Yeah, cool. It looks cool though. Saw some people rock it. Team player. Yeah, like everything has a learning curve. Just commit. That's really all I can tell you. It takes 10,000 hours, guys. 10,000 hours to be good at something, to like be a master at something. So if you're on your phone, you know, that's 10,000 hours of your life while you're being good at that, right? So figure out where it is that you want to spend your time and your money. Okay, MIDI looper. Oh, speaking of headphones, guys, this has been like the best thing I bought since this whole like quarantine thing. Wireless noise canceling headphones, because like I have the what are they called, something 50 Audio Technica 50 MX something, I don't know. They're great, but like I can hear everything, but like if I'm at home and you know somebody's watching TV, it's like bye it's great. it's great for that. So if you're at home, like if you're working from home or something, noise canceling headphones, get it, it'll change your life. Okay, also, can we like take a moment, like this Mac just showed up, to like who's excited and who's waiting for that new silicon Mac, silicon, whatever, who's waiting for the new Mac? Because like I've been like holding off for like, I swear, I feel like I've been waiting to buy a laptop for like 2 years. It's like, is the 16-inch gonna come out? Yes, it's out. Oh wait, they're making a 13-inch. Okay, I'm waiting for the 13-inch. The 13-inch coming out. Oh wait, they're making the silicon. Yeah. So like I bought a Mac and then it was like super buggy and I took it back. And then I'm like, let's do the MPCX and see if that can be the main hub. And no, sorry MPC lovers and fans, I'm sorry, but no. I need a laptop. But now that the Maschine is gonna be like standalone, it's like, do you really need a laptop? But right now, like I have my Mac right here, and like even though it's cool for like doing the streams and stuff, it's really distracting. Like like I'll sit down here and not make music, and I hate that. Like I don't want my computer here because then I'm just gonna be browsing shit. So I want to like get a laptop for the side, and yeah. So like that new silicone Mac, I don't know, like I know that like the MacBook, I'm not even gonna go to the website because that's just rumors. We don't know nothing is true until it's announced. But basically I know, well, what the rumors say is that they're gonna come out with the MacBooks first, so that's expected. Yeah, like they're gonna come out with the MacBooks first, so like that means like not a MacBook Pro, which means not as powerful. But then again, it's like, how much power do you really need to do? I don't know, because like this desktop that I have is like really powerful, and last time it was like crashing just having like 2 cameras, so like what's up with that? So who else is waiting for the audio? MacBook Pro will rock more. What does that mean? Somebody said something in the comments. ARM Max will be more mobile, low powered and low performance and more expensive. But it's basically like an iPad, like because Apple makes the software for the iPad, and it's really fast. Like the iPad is a super powerful device, so if we can get that technology over on the Macs, yeah. I know, like super not gear related, but then again it is, because like you need to record your gear somehow, right? And I'm a Mac girl. All right, any other new things that we can check out? Let's see, what is this? Software. The ARP. Oh, I guess Behringer. I don't know, they have so many like concepts. It's like what's real and what's not. This looks pretty real. It looks cool. Again, it's like so overwhelming, so flooded. Like I hate, at first I'm like, yeah, clone it. But then I'm like, no, stop. Okay, looks cool. The knobs look a little cheapy. Let's see. Software. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so like isn't this cute, guys? Yeah, let me close this out. It's a synthesizer for kids. Yay. Or like anyone trying to learn synthesis. It would be funny if like you ask your mom for a synth. Mom, I want a synth. They come to you with this. Got you a synth, sweetheart. It looks cool. If you have kids, this definitely looks cute, but it's $300, right? 200. Oh wait, it doesn't say a price. $200, yeah. So $30 cat synthesizer at Target or $200 LFO synth. Okay. Pre-sale price $179. It looks cute. Okay. Let's see what else they got here. Besides software. What is this? 5 classic keyboards and the best software alternatives. The model cycle, was that this year? I feel like there's been so much gear. Or was this late last year? I don't know. I've never tried the new Elektron boxes. They look cool. They look dope, but they feel like a step down from like everything else. Which makes sense because, you know, if they made something better than the Elektron boxes, then like people are gonna stop buying those, and we can't have that happening. What is this? Controllers. Nothing exciting. Software. Let's see. Erica Synth discontinues DIY Eurorack kits. I always think it's so amazing the people that like do Eurorack, you know, like soldering and overbridge. Guys, is overbridge even out yet? Like, I feel like everybody's been waiting for overbridge. I just gave up. I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. OT can what? The Digitact can overbridge. OT can overbridge? No. Can the Octatrack overbridge? Was that a thing? I thought that was a no-no. Somebody's in the comments saying micro freak. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, and then I guess this came out this year, right? The Roland Duo 6, was it? Duo 6A. So I don't know like why they made this, even though they already had the other one. And it's still, I'm pretty sure it's still 4 voices, which makes me mad. Because if it's digital, why in the, why are you holding out? Why are you holding out on the voices? It's just upsetting. Okay, man, we've gone through so many synths, this is great. It's like, yes, no. Dreadbox Typhon, what is that? I've heard of it. Another, analog monophonic synthesizer, I'm assuming. Yep, analog synthesizer, probably 1 voice. Looks, oh, it's funny, I'm just like, another synthesizer? No, not just another monophonic synthesizer. Is it listening to us? It looks cool, very minimal. Might be something that you get bored of very quickly. Unless you're sequencing it, you know. But it has, oh wow, it has 12 DSP stereo effects. So that's, you know, that's interesting. My iPad over here is gonna die to the left, and I'm gonna lose you guys on the chat. Unless I have it on my phone here. Let's see what's going on. You guys know, like, I don't even have the YouTube app on my phone, because like I try to like bring down my screen time as much as possible. I don't know if you guys noticed, probably not. I deleted like my social media, it's all gone. I'm free. I deleted it, it's all gone. Yeah. So yeah. I try not to like, I have the app and then I'll delete it like if I'm on it too much. Like I'll check it and then I'll delete it. But yeah, alright, I got you guys here answering your questions. But yeah. So let's see. External audio input that can turn this box into the ultimate effects unit. Okay, wow. Okay, so I guess it's not just another monophonic synthesizer. That's cool. It can be an external audio input that can turn this box into ultimate effects. Portable, powered via USB with full MIDI NCC implementation. Interesting. I don't have a need for this. Again, I'm like slimming down again. But I think it's cool. The price seems right. You're gonna have to do a little bit of research on how that sounds, because I do not know. Arturia releases V Collection 7.2 update. Software. I actually do use the, well, not lately, but like it's on my computer. The V Collection. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Okay, software. Let's see. Somebody said something in the comments for something for us to check out. What is it? Mod BAP. Wow, what are these weird names? Peer Former. Nobody's gonna find your gear, bro. Like companies naming things all weird. Let's see. The bass, the DB01's been out for a while. Let's see, DB01, where is it? Here we go. I think not Dreadbox 2, but Arturia, not DB01. this thing. This looks cool. So what is this, like a TR303 clone, I'm assuming? Switch up something over here. Yeah, let's see. DB01. This looks cool. Again, looks a little intimidating. Looks like very, well, I guess not really intimidating, but it looks like very self-contained. So like, you know, this is something that you're gonna have to learn. So I'm assuming it's a 303 clone, but I could be wrong. I mean, why else would they call it a bassline? Aggressive low-pass bandpass filter designed from the acid box. Yep. Okay, one knob overdriven, destructive. Looks cool. Looks cool. 460 euros. I have the no, I don't have a TB303. I was about to say I have a TB303. No, I would be very sad if I did, because like now Behringer cloning them, you know, everybody's like, why? I have the TT303, which they actually discontinued, so I guess that's a classic now. TT303 bass bot. I believe they were gonna get sued. I could be making all this up. I believe they were gonna get sued because it was the exact same, like it looked just like a TB303. Like now they changed it, so like this is the old one. The original one, the TT, it looks just like a TB303. So like, here it is, boom. This is the one I have. So, you know, I guess they got in trouble because it looks literally exactly like a TB303. But that's cool. I always like wondered about the Avalon. Is that what it's called? The bassline. It looks cool, but that's like what, $1,000 for some acid? No, thank you. Okay, software. Oh, let's go back up actually. Let's talk about Logic, because, you know, it's cheap. It's like the step after GarageBand, right? We all start on GarageBand, then you get Logic, then you think you're cool, then people are like, you don't use Ableton? And you're like, oh man, I gotta go use Ableton. But I really want to see Logic, and I know I'm hoping that this is where this is headed, on an iPad. Like, I think that would be dope. GarageBand for iPad is really good, you know, and like sometimes you might think that you're a little too good for GarageBand, you know. Don't ever think you're too good for anything. But yeah, I hope to see like Logic for that. Yes, this is Dallas Jamming. Is this the same person as who has? Yes, this is me. I switched the name again. I'm always like switching the name back and forth. So like, it's Jade Wee channel now, but this is the Dallas Jamming show. The reason I did that was like, cause when you type in Dallas Jamming, not all my stuff shows up. Like my music is tied to my name. So, you know, gotta grow the fan base everywhere. And then also, we're just gonna look at all types of stuff. I don't want to be like, don't put yourself in a box. Don't let anybody put you in a box, especially yourself. Okay, software. Yeah. Okay, Fusion system. This is exciting. I think the systems are cute. You know, like they have that make noise system. That's like almost 2 Gs. That's all make noise. And I think that's cool too. Like, this is what, $2,300. But I don't know. I feel like the fun of Eurorack is like, you know, getting different types of modules, getting different types of stuff. But you know, if you like really like, wow, I really love Erica Synths, or like I don't think Mutable Instruments has its own case that they sell. I think that would sell pretty good actually. But no, it doesn't. 2 Fusion VCOs, Fusion VCF3, Fusion Modulator, Fusion Delay, Flanger, Vintage, Ensemble. Looks cool. Pricey though. That's a lot of money. $2,300 is a lot of money. That's a lot of modules that you could, you know, potentially get. So that's cool. That's cool. All right, let's see. How are you guys? I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this. You know, like making these live streams, especially like the musical ones, I've been getting like such anxiety, which is so stupid. But you know, I have like bad anxiety. It's like, oh, I need to play. My hands start getting all sweaty. Like I forget the keys. I'm like the worst at you know, live performance. Okay, what was I about to look up? Deckard Stream. That's been out for a while, but I believe they made a Eurorack module, right? Ooh, guys. Okay, I think I need that. This looks okay. So here's the OG Deckard Stream, which is huge and really expensive. How much is this? Okay, I guess it's not that expensive. I thought it was way more than that. No, that can't be right. Wait, hold up. $199? No, that can't be right. That can't be right. Okay. Where is it? Okay, the original. Oh, this is the MK2. I thought it was more than this. Am I wrong? Am I tripping? Okay. Pre-built $1,200. Yikes. So this is a. Don't quote me on this, but I believe this is a CS80 remake, right? But guys, imagine a little CS80 in a little Eurorack. Like if this is what this is, I need this in my case. I'm trying to make my case like mostly voices, since I'm doing like effects out of the case. But this looks amazing. It doesn't have a price. Does not have a price. Okay. And then what is this thing? 8-voice hybrid synthesizer, lush and powerful. Ooh, $3,500. Yikes. Yikes. What is this? Delivers an unmatched. I think, honestly, guys, I swear I remember the Deckard's Dream being like $3 grand. I don't remember it being $1,000 because I would have like at least considered it. But that was the MK2, so maybe, I don't know. They realized they weren't selling as much as they thought they would. What is this? Of warmth through its digital controlled analog, blah blah blah. How many voices? Doesn't say. I'm sure it does. Under all this, 6 LFOs. I mean, it's a lot of money. I mean, it better sound really good. Oh, okay, here we go. 8-voice polyphonic synthesizer. Like, see, like Behringer messed it up for everybody, cause it's like, you know what? No, I'm getting a Pro 800 and getting a motorcycle and a synthesizer. What is this? Oh, Ricky Tinez did a. What is Ricky Tinez like? Because you know he's Spanish. Duh, Tinez. That's Martinez. Where's he from? I wonder. I'm Colombian, by the way. Viva Colombia. The unique architecture of Kijimi features smoothly variable waveforms on each fully analog oscillator. 8 voices, each with 2 oscillators, 1 sub-oscillator. Very cool. Where's the price? Because I swear. Oh, see? Okay, oh no, this was the other one. This one's $3,700 too. That's so much money, guys. That is so much money, like. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Who is that for? Not for me, not for us. This maybe, but I don't believe it's $199. That has to be probably like the DIY kit. That can't be $199. I'm gonna have to look back into this, because if that's $199, yo, it's on the way. Okay, software. Plugins. Let's see. Controllers. DJ controllers. I think that's it. We're like on page 16. That's far from now. Software. God. There needs to be a website that just features hardware. What is this? Could one of these be the next Elektron Octatrack MK3? With the Octatrack MK2 a powerful... What is this? This sounds like rumors. What is this? Let's see. Whoa, what's that? Where did they get this from? It started as a simple idea. Oh, it's just a concept. Whoa. What the heck? That's too much. I would have liked it with 1 row and then the sliders. More sliders. But I guess it would be 8/4. This is definitely a concept. Like, this looks like a mess. And then these are all like concepts. People are like, I want to see this. I think that is way too many screens. Like, what is that? What is this? Who made this? What the hell? Now this one, nah. I think if it would have been small like that, like stop it right there, that might be a concept. That might be something. But yeah. Let's see. That looks ridiculous. Who made these? That was a joke. I'm sorry. Okay. I think that's it, guys. There's been a lot. Okay, these ones. The Model Electronics Argon 8. Argon 8. I know these are cheap. Or cheaper. Wait, what is this? Is this an Elements? Oh, okay. I was like, did Make Noise... Or no, did Mutable make a new module? I wonder when Mutable is gonna make some more modules. It's been a while. Okay. This looks... Okay, here we go. This looks like a cute little synth. I'm wondering how many voices. 8 voices. Polyphonic synthesizer. I think this would be a cute synth. If you're just, you know, getting into synthesizers and you need something with a keyboard. I would still go with something like this over the Behringers. I don't know why, but it's just personal opinion. And then they, wow, that's really cheap, guys. 800 bucks. It only has one review, but it's a good one. 800 bucks for, what is this? This looks like 61 keys. Yep. 61 keys, and then they have the module. See, they did it right. They have the smaller one for people that, you know, want keys but don't wanna, you know, have too much crap. Then they have the 61 key one for like if you need keys and maybe this is gonna be your main synth. And then they have the module version. So I would look into that. I think Bo Beats, I think I saw Bo do a review on this. So go check that out. Let me know how it is. These things, oh, I guess they updated them because they were probably not selling very well. These things, what are they called? Wow, no. What are these things called? The PO 400, POM 400. Here it is. The operator. Hammer of Men's. You're right. Make Noise, O Control. Let me write that down. The Make Noise, O Control. That's something else to look at. Okay, so this was... When was this announced? This was probably last year, I think. Yeah, this has been a minute. This year was so weird. Because it's like a bunch of stuff was announced. And then we couldn't really... You know, COVID happened and then... I think they're just such a... Like, Teenage Engineering is such a niche company. Like, look at this. Like, what? A hanger, you know, next to your suits. I think it's cute, but 130 bucks? Tripping. Okay, and then this is like cardboard or some type of harder plastic. What I heard was with these, it's like you bend once, you know, like don't bend wrong. Like you have to build this, first of all. So you could build it wrong and waste 600 bucks. So, you know, keep that in mind. From what I see, like you gotta build it. So like I guess it's like a cute project if you're like trying to get into soldering. See, look, think twice, bend once, no refunds. So they have this, and then what is a cup? A cup for 30 bucks with cables. And this thing, this is like some type of sequencer, I'm assuming. Keyboard with individual tunable keys and a programmable step sequencer. I would have liked to see like a scales mode on something like this. But yeah, that's cute. Again, it's like hard plastic. Think twice, bend once. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Korg wave state. That's when did that come out? There's so many synths, guys. Honestly, guys, it's a trap. It's a trap. Gear's a trap. Gear's just to keep you there looking at stuff and not making any music and just keep buying MK2, MK3, MK4. It really is a trap. So, you know, just take it with a grain of salt. This looks cool. I never tried it. I had the Minilog XD. It was cute. It sounded good too. I like that they added full-size keys on this. So, I don't know. I've been wanting to try this, but again, I'm not buying anything right now. So, that looks cool. How many voices is this? Can I like type it in? 64? Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me read some comments. The make noise O control. Let's see. Yeah, this looked cool when I saw it when it was this looks cool. So here it is. It's a little switch up the song for you guys. Okay, yeah. This looks cool. How many? 1, 2, 3, I believe it's like 8 little pads that are like touch sensitive, or like, you know, you plug them in and they do things kind of like the pressure, is that what it's called? Pressure, the little brains and pressure points. I believe it's called pressure points by Make Noise. This stuff is cool. I've seen some people do some cool stuff with it. Yeah, standalone. I wonder if it looks like it's rackable, like from the little, but it could be just like the O Coast where it's not rackable. So, you know, keep that in mind. Fully analog and patch programmable, no menus or modes. What you patch is what you get. I like that. Sequence and control the pitch, strength, and time of your synthesizer voice per step. Voltage control over stop and direction. Dynamic reset. Blah 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 blah. Gate output per step. Make noise. Oh, control. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Have I checked up dog? Is that a joke? I don't know what that is. I wonder, didn't they have, oh, there was a module. Okay, so this might be the last thing we look at. The Mimeophone. Guys, I want to try this. I have so many like effects though, like I can't justify this right now. But when I heard it, it was so nice. It sounds like a digital delay. Let's see. Like when I heard the demos. It's crazy, like, you know, 4 years ago I didn't even know how a delay, I mean obviously you know what a delay sounds like, but it's just like, is that an analog delay? So anal about analog now. Not really. Okay, so yeah, repeats in stereo space. Ooh, okay. I might have to do like a comparison with the black stereo delay, because I do like that module from Erica Synths, and this is also a stereo delay, and it looks like it might be the same size, maybe a little bit smaller. This looks like 14 HP. Where am I? Oh, it's 16 HP. Okay, it's the exact same size as the other one, and it's $400. Color-coded modeless algorithms morph between car plus, flange, chorus, echo, looping, and everything in between. Rate continuously controls repeats frequency within zones. Skew lets rate controls repeats differently for left and right channels. Yeah. So, yeah, this looks cool. Do you guys have this? Let me know in the comments below. Is it worth it? All the Make Noise stuff is always like so, like, such a mess. But it's cool. Like, it's cool. It's got cute little lights and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for joining in this very laid back episode of Dallas Jamming. I don't even know if this should count as an episode. Maybe not, because we didn't really look at anything in specific. But love you guys. Let me know what you want to see. If you guys like these type of videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and support a sister on Patreon if you can. Hey. It's how I make, or how I'm trying to make a living, I guess. yeah, so if you guys, you know, cool shirts on my website, sound packs, any way you want to show love, any way is highly appreciated. Love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.